breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome back, folks, to Rugby Ascendant. This is Chris live in Central Pennsylvania for this Currie Cup match. Bulls hosting the Pumas at Loftus Versfeld. For the Bulls at fullback, Bota Chamberlain, former Shark. On the right wing, Katlejo Letebele. In the center, Cornell Smith and Chris Smith. The Smith brothers, they're not. Then on the left wing, it's Fie Diante. The fly half is Jaco van der Walt. The scrum half, Zach Berger, who is wearing the captain's armband today. First time for him, I believe. Jeandre Rudolph, refugee from the Cheetahs. JJ Thrawn, Junior Pokamela, Marvin Ori, and Sintu Manjenzi are the locks. In the front row, it's Jean Erasmus, Joan, Elza, and Dylan Smith. Off the bench, it's Mnenda Belele, Lisa Koboka, Casper Badenhorst, Jaco Gerbela, Dylan Deleu, Marco Ferreira, Damian O'Connell, and Pierre van Niekerk. For the Pumas, Jimmy Stonehouse's Pumas, Tino Swanepoel at the fullback, Stefan Kotsia, Sango Kamlashe, Via Niekerk. On the left wing, it's Darren Adonis. The fly half is Danrich Visachi again. Ross Brode is the scrum half, vice captain, who had a great game last week. Captains Willy Engelbrecht, Roevold van der Merwe, Nisitski Fisante, Tian de Klerk, JJ Skeppers, Sempi Swiegers, Edwin Swart, Etienne Janica in that front row. Off the bench, Jan Henneke, Kempfer, Zuki Sali, Divald Maritz, Hanno Tinnison, Andre Fouché, Ruswell, Fredericks, Tian Pretorius, Tian Devion Blood. And we're ready for the game to start. And we're underway. The ball's kicked by the Bulls to the Pumas inside the 22. And we're underway as this one starts. Pumas, of course, will change their jerseys at halftime, which is their norm. Ruck is formed by the Pumas inside the 22 to get us underway here. Ross Brody kicks it over the top. Ball is going to go down to around. It goes into touch. Let's see what the mark is. Down around the 10-meter line. It's a pretty good clearance by the Pumas. Not a particularly large crowd at Loftus. As I look at the stadium from the north side looking south. Now back on the west side looking east. Line out successful. Manchese comes down with it. Zach Berger over to Jaco van der Walt. And here come the Bulls. Ball pops loose. If it didn't go forward the first time, it definitely went forward that time. A couple knock-ons here. Officials, Mornay Ferreira. Assistant referees are Christopher Allison and Excellent Moncomo. The TMO is Archie Moko. A lot of new officials finding their way into the pitch out here. They're blaming Cornell Smith for missing it, but it wasn't Cornell Smith who missed it. It was a knock-on before that. The standings find that Griquas was temporarily in third place here, folks. So let's take a look at the standings while this scrum gets set up. So here's the table today. The Bulls top of the log, 10 points. Lions, 10 points. Griquas was 3 points in their 3 games in their belt. 10 points after that big victory yesterday, but behind on points differential. Crouch. Bind, says Mornay Ferrer. Set. And the ball's in the pipe. Roush Brody. It comes to the back. He digs it out. The pitch is looking pretty good. He goes to the short side of the field. He's got help over there. Fisaki over the 10-meter line. Ruck is formed. Darren Adonis digs it out, playing the role scrum half. Van Niekerk, nice carry here. Good ball handling by the Pumas. They're on the loose. The Pumas down the middle. Swiegers, they go wide on the near side. Here come inside the 22. Come the Pumas. But they lost the footing. Unfortunate. Now I'm going to get a turnover for not releasing the ball. Yep. Oh, my goodness. He fell, and he could not get up. Stefan Kotsia fell on the turf and couldn't get up, and then the Bulls just piled on top of him. He didn't release the ball. So the Pumas got the ball all the way down about 12 meters away and couldn't score. Shame. Such a beautiful build-up there for them. So, kick down the pitch. Yeah. JJ Tron over there. Good job getting his hands on the ball for the Bulls. All right, Bulls line out short of their 10-meter line. Successful. Monjezi comes down with it again. Amal is formed. Not moving. Moving sideways now towards the center of the pitch. Up comes Zach Berger, captain. He's got his hands on it. He takes it away from the hooker. Oh, boy, gap was there, and it closed instantaneously. JJ Throng almost got through it. Chandra Rudolph with the carry now. Bulls moving up the pitch past the 10-meter line. Ruck formed again. Zach Berger trying to dig this ball out. Zach Berger going to go with the box kick. Gets it away. Just gets it away. And Kotsia gets it on the other end. Pumas with the ball now. Ruck formed on their end. Setting up to go through phases here. Etinyanika with the carry. Call to use it by Morning Ferreira already. Oops, and there goes Marvin Ori a little bit anxious, so he has to step back. Ball high into the air. It goes backwards off of one of the Bulls. Picked up. Dinyante. Zach Berger digs it out. Ori. But to Chamberlain, bouncing it inside the 22. Ball's finally chased down over there by Tien Swanepoel. Tino Swanepoel. Mixed up. Tino Swanepoel for the Pumas. He kicks it in a touch, takes a little bit of pressure off, slows the game down. How's it going, folks? How we got over here? 64 people. Thank you for the super chat there, Ivana. Light out successful for the Bulls. They go along with it. Wow. Jean Erasmus carries the ball, and they would tackle made here. Monjezi. Inside the 10-meter line. Zach Berger goes back the other direction. Bulls getting a lot of forward pressure here. They charge in that Yaku Fundevalt. Go wide. On the outside, Fanny carries it down, and it's stolen by the Pumas. Wow, they ripped it backwards, and they have possession now. Just like that. Etinyanika carries it. Ball's available. Call to use it already. Ross Brody looking for the clearance kick. Fasaki kicks it down the pitch. It's taken back there by Buta Chamberlain. Sends it across the middle. Yaku Fundevalt. Fundevalt will kick it. They're looking for that 50-22. But nope, it's going to be caught in the air back there by Stefan Kotsia. He's going to kick it down the pitch. Back of the 22. Taken by the Bulls. Fundevelt puts one up. There's a chase on by Buta Chamberlain. Who's going to get there? Fasaki does a great job. He takes it down towards Fasaki. Bulls lucky they don't get called for not rolling away there, as Dylan Smith was not rolling away. Talon Flakes to stand side. Here's the kick. Ross Brody doesn't go very far this time, not even 10 meters. Knocked backwards by the Pumas. Oh, boy, that turf is slippery. Tino Swanepoel fell. Up, going to have to come all the way back. Little too much early. That ball was knocked back, and he didn't realize that. Went back. I guess he forgot about it, so he kicks it out in the touch, and it comes all the way back inside the 22. Bad move. Big mistake by the Pumas. Tino Swanepoel, big mistake. Line out now. Jean Else will throw it in at the 21-meter line. 7:30 in the game, and the ball's knocked backwards by the Pumas. They've got it. Well, that takes the pressure off. The Bulls' line out goes awry. Scoring opportunity goes to waste. Now they're going to go through phases, but the Bulls are waiting for them. Pumas now. Ball's available. Call to use it. There's Ross Brody, kicks it down the pitch. He finds touch, but inside of 22, he's allowed to do that. But he only picked up about 10 meters. Not a very good kick. Thank you, Werner, for the 70 rand. Super chat. It's awesome. Here's the lineup. Comes Marvin Ori. Boy, the Bulls drive it down inside the 22 again. What a pass over the middle. Nice flat pass. Got a knock on, though. Oh, ran a great line, but lost the ball forward. Wow. So John Elsa couldn't hold on to it, and the Bulls knock it on. So it'll be a scrum. Pumas scrum. Yeah, they stripped him as he went down. So how are we doing over here, folks? While we wait for this scrum to get set up, we got Sumentra, Ian Moon, Vanna Durant, Stefan, DHK, Legion, Fawns, Ian Moon, Bitterender, CB's here, Tuns Kotze, Les Sanbria, Johan Brandt, Andre Mostart, Ken de Stridemus here, Vanna Durant, Tom Pultney, behind, Husky, Joey Thrond, hello again, set. 874 to 855 advantage for the Bulls in the pack. Ross Brody brings it out of the back, sends it down to Fisaki. Fisaki kicks a liner down the pitch, bounces once, picked up by Bota Chamberlain from his 10-meter line, throws it over the middle to Jakub van der Veld. No, it's not Van der Veld. It's Letabele. Wow, nice moves there. Jakub van der Veld spots a gap. He's through it. Oh, but he throws it back, and it was a Puma right there for the ball. I tossed it back to a Bull, to a Puma. Shame. Looked like the Bulls were going to get something there, but nothing came from it. Fisaki kicks it down the pitch. And that'll go into touch. It'll be a Bulls line out, somewhere about 36 meters. So Jakub van der Veld had a great plan, but the support runner wasn't where he thought it was. It was both to Chamberlain, but there was a Puma in the way. Here's the line out for the Bulls, 36 meters. Successful. They break away. Here comes Jean-Andre Rudolph bouncing off tackles. He's finally brought down. Berger goes the other direction. 10 minutes into the game, scoreless thus far. Tron with the carry. Ball's available. Zach Berger comes this side of Jean-Andre Rudolph. He charges in the line, picks up about 5 meters, dragging Pumas players with him. Jakub van der Veld. Van Niekerk, nothing doing there. The Pumas were ready for him. Ball's available. Berger. Marvin Ori doesn't know what to do. He just spins around. He goes down. Oh, Berger finds a gap, but it closed. There's got to be space here. Oh, that's a knock-on. It looked like it was knocked down by the Pumas, but apparently it was a knock-on by the Bulls again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Rudolph didn't even see the pass. Should have been looking. He was all by himself on the outside. It's obvious the ball was going to come to him. Water coming out. Clock is stopped. We got a scrum. I'm not sure why the water's coming out. Bulls already had 3 errors. None for the Pumas. So the clock is stopped at 11:56. I'm not sure why. Who else we got here? Charlene Berger, Elan Skoy. Hendo's here. Brian Lawrenson. And that's pretty much everybody in the chat, I think. Morning Ferreira's walking over to see what's going on here. We got some. We might have a card coming here. He's walking to see the preview or the replay. So Morning Frere walking over to see what's going on. Are we going to have some foul play here? We got, let's see what it is. What are they looking at? I don't see anything. No, that's not it. There's nothing in that. It must be before that. It's not here either. I'm not sure what they found here. Maybe it's a high tackle here. Let's see. Okay, here it is.
The actions of 13 blue.
Oh, it's a croc roll.
Okay, so it's a side entry and he just rolls him out.
That's correct.
That's penalty only.
Yeah, it's not a card, just a
Just
penalty.
confirm that mark.
That's a croc roll.
Okay, between the 10 and
So it's pretty just near the 10 and the 22 mark.
yeah. All right. You can come back to me.
Yep, right there. That's clearly a
Okay, so
penalty.
13 entry and croc roll.
Yep, croc roll. Yep, croc roll. That's a penalty against the Bulls. No card, though. That was long before. That was long before. It was on Cornell Smith. There's a kick. So the Pumas will be able to advance down the pitch. From the north side of the stadium, we see the view looking south. Yeah, it was clearly a croc roll. Puma line out, 10-meter line, successful. Ross Brody sends it over the middle of the pitch, but it's dropped because it's a low pass. Poor pass by Ross Brody. Can't blame Niekerk for that. Well, that thing was at his feet. Terrible pass. Niekerk is upset with himself, but that ball was at his shoelaces, and he was running forward. It's tough to gather that in. And even if you do, you're probably going to lose your balance. It's a terrible pass by the scrum half. Blame your scrum half. At halftime, I'll swap jerseys, folks. We are 13 minutes in this boring game and no score whatsoever. Only 2 real scoring opportunities, both squandered by their sides. Bind. Set. The whistle blows. Down on the far side, he blows a whistle, going to reset the scrub. I'll bet Fonz is hoping the Sharks win today. I think the cheetahs are going to eat them. Cheetahs are going to dine on seafood today. Crouch. Barn. Set. Whistle blows early against the Bulls. Break foot, I think. Pumas will get to kick for territory here. Bulls losing the lineouts and their scrums. Not looking good here. Donner Fisaki will kick for territory now. He finds touch inside the 22. Pumas line out. Nearly 15 minutes off the clock. Scoreless game thus far. Here's a chance for scoring. Line out successful. And the Pumas into a maul. It's a weird looking maul. Junior Pocamella swimming inside. So it's going nowhere. At the back of it, they give it to Willie Engelbrecht. Ross Brody takes it. Puts it over the middle. Oh, nice teamwork here to drive forward. Pumas now, middle of the pitch. Sasante drives forward. Oh, they're playing the 9. Oh, Brody got buried there, but apparently it's legit. Pumas managed to secure it and protect him. They've still got it. Oh, the Pumas got away with a penalty there. Side entry in their own ruck. The breakdown work is pretty ugly here at the moment. Bodies falling everywhere. And stolen by the Bulls, but that's going to be a penalty against. Off the feet. There it is. It finally got called. Skeppers gets called for being off his feet right in front of the posts, and the Pumas turn it over. Sleep-inducing game thus far, folks. My apologies for that. Marvin Ory's down getting treatment. Kicked into touch. Bulls will move down the pitch. Yeah, replay shows him clearly just diving right off his feet from the outset. Bulls will have it at their own 43-meter line on the far side of the pitch, the east side of the stadium. Marvin Ory appears to be okay. He's walking over. Clock's still running, 17-14. Jean Nelson will throw it in. Young hooker. Line out is... Oh, that's not straight. Oh, he let him play. That wasn't straight. Bulls going to a rolling maul. Get up to midfield. Still going. Pick up at 7 meters so far. Zach Berger digs it out. Sends it to Jean-Andre Rudolph. Rudolph charges forward. And then driven backwards. Jean-Andre Rudolph still being driven backwards. He lost about 4 meters there. And it's knocked on. Jean-Andre Rudolph never released the ball, so it's a turnover. 18 minutes off the clock. Nothing happening in this game. At least not on the scoreboard. After this, folks, it's the Sharks hosting the Cheetahs from Kings Park down on the East Coast. Scrum in the middle of the pitch for the Pumas. 30 seconds have passed since the play ended, and we haven't started anything yet. 32 seconds now. Crouch. Bind. Set. 42 seconds of no play. They say football's boring. Huh. Call to use it. Ross Brody comes across the pitch. Here come the Pumas. Thrown behind the player. But Stefan Coetzee adjusts nicely. Coetzee's on the loose. Inside the 20, Stefan Coetzee. Stefan Coetzee down to about 8 meters. But he's not releasing the ball. What a carry. Advantage. Oh, Pumas nearly break through. 6 meters away. Playing at advantage now are the Pumas. Fisante going nowhere. Pumas in the middle of the pitch. They're playing at advantage. Yannicka drives forward, still going. Yannicka down to 1 meter. What a carry. He carried 2 Bulls on his back. Oh, nice dummy there. Coetzee gets him back down to 3 meters. A little grubber kick through, but that's not going to pay off. Whoa, almost paid off. And the Bulls down the ball in the try zone, but they're going to come back for a penalty. Offside. Could have called a lot of penalties there. Offside against the Bulls. Now nearly 20 minutes off the clock. Boy, Stefan Coetzee, what a great carry. They can go for the post. They've decided to go for the post and put something on the board. Good decision here to go for the points. So Fisaki better make this, though. Otherwise, it'd be crestfallen. What's over, Emil? And it's up. Pumas lead. "20 minutes in, we finally have a score. Pumas draw first blood. Here comes the restart. It's the shadows begin to creep in from the west side of the stadium. Oh, had to fall to catch that Stefan Kotsia, but he did. Gets up and goes at the 22. Out to about 30 meters now. Ross Brody digs it out. Call to use it. De Klerk. Oh, Fisaki falls as he's kicking it. That turf is just eating players alive. Still a good kick, though. Jean-Andre Rudolph in midfield now. Still driving forward. Boy, Jean-Andre Rudolph has been a huge addition for the Bulls here. Ball's loose. Still good. Bulls have it. Yaku. Fandavalt to the wing. Can't get it to Letebele. Goes too far. Kicked it straight in touch, so it's going to come back. It'll be Pumas taking a line out here. Edwin Swart will throw it in. I think this is the Pumas' first line out, if I'm not mistaken. In. They got it. Penalty for not rolling away. Bulls just lying on the ground, holding up that ruck. So tackles, you have to roll out. Yeah, I think so. What do you have to tell him that for, Jean Elsie? You got to get out of there. All right, so Denver Fisaki will kick it down the pitch. Puma's building a little momentum here. 23 minutes into the contest. All right, Pumas down just outside the 22 now. Eddie Swart will throw it in. Line out successful. And there go the Pumas in a rolling maul inside the 22. But then it stops. Swart's at the back. Call to use it once. Now they surge. And Ross Brody digs it out. Van Niekerk inside the 22. Brody passes it across. Sampi Swiegers. Ross Brody. It's in Yannicka driving forward now. Puma's on the front foot. Yannicka's still going forward. Oh, over top the ball is Jean-Andre Rudolph, but he's, again, sealing off. Oh, my goodness. Another stupid mistake, this time by Fisante of the Pumas. Sealing off, going off their feet. That's just two of these down deep. Got to have better discipline there. So a penalty against Pumas. In scoring position, that's two in a row. Not two in a row, but two they've had down here. Approach the 25-minute mark of this game that's really moving in slow motion. Hardly compares to yesterday's match. Bulls have won all 6 of their lineouts. Pumas have had 5 lineouts. Gosh, didn't seem like that. Bulls line out. Well, they overthrow it, and it's picked up by Donfish Fisaki as Morty Ferrer had to dive out of the way. The official was in the way. That ball went so long. Another cock-up line out by the Bulls. They go wide on the outside, but Bota Chamberlain cut back. Tino Swanepoel still driving forward. Outside. Van Niekerk, he's tackled. Brody. Fisaki. Swart. Eddie's. And sealing off again. My goodness. Side entry. The breakdown work is atrocious here by the Pumas, killing them. Excuse me. All right, so the Bulls kick it down the pitch after the penalty. Still 3-0. Snooze fest. Yep. Etienne Yannicke just went side entry there. All right, Bulls line out. Marvin Orey comes away with it. That's a forward pass or a knock on. The Bulls cough it up again. Andre Rudolph. Forward pass and then lost forward anyway. "27 minutes in. Andre Rudolph's first real mistake in the game. So Eddie Swart talking to Morny Ferreira, the official, about something out there. He wasn't happy about. Clock has stopped again, 27:08. Not sure why. All right, so the treatment is for Tian de Klerk, who's getting some treatment on his forehead there. He's down. Looks like he's going to stay in the game. Another slowdown in this game. School kids up in the stands. Scrum, finally. Clock is restarted, 27:18. Fine. Set. And the Pumas win another scrum penalty. Bulls scrum is in trouble today. Pancake there. Oh, boy. Peakway going to have some stuff to say at halftime here to his charges, as the Bulls are not looking very impressive. Eddie Swart throws it in for the Pumas. They go deep, successful. And Andre Rudolph stole it. He's on the wrong side of the line. How is that even legal? Niekerk. Cornell Smith with a carry. He gets over midfield. Bulls. Teron offloads that ball to Jean Elsa. Jean Elsa down inside the 10-meter line. Yaku Vandervalk gets into the outside. Here come the Bulls down the sideline. It's going to be Letebele. Does the dummy. Will he get it? He will. And the Bulls have scored. Finally a try. Finally a try in this game. Oh, it's Baum. It's not Letebele. Baum. Didn't know he was in there. No wonder he didn't look like the same guy. It's not even in the roster. Wow. Wow. So a try by the Bulls. Both to Chamberlain for the conversion. Finally a try, nearly a half hour into this contest. That looks good. So, Bulls out in front now, 7-3. Yeah, finally. So, it's turned over, and the Pumas come up with the ball. But they can't release it, and they turn it over again on the breakdown. Oh, my goodness. Wow, breakdown is killing the Pumas. $30-48. Excuse me. Scrum to the Bulls now at their 27-meter line. 31 minutes in the first half. Shadows creeping across the pitch. Almost out to the 15-meter line now. Crouch. Bind. Set. Whistle blows. Going to reset the scrum in a different spot here. Corey, I'm not know why you're getting disconnected. It must be your provider. 31-59. Reset the scrum. They moved away from that spot, a little bit soft on the turf. Crouch. Bind. Set. Zach Berger puts it in the pipe, digs it out of the back, goes to the far side. Jaco van der Walt charging up the sideline, goes wide to the outside. But Tabela kicks it down the pitch, chases on. That's going to go into the try zone, but Pumas are going to get there first. Darren Adonis does a clearance kick from the try zone. Not a particularly good kick. Or is it? Is it? Okay, maybe it's a good kick. I got the wrong mark. 33 minutes now off the clock. It's not a great kick. The announcer says great kick, but they're just barely, they're inside of 22. So Jean Nelson will throw it in at the 20-meter line. Marvin Orey comes down with it, Bulls into a rolling maul. Far side of the pitch, east side of the stadium. Zach Berger at the back, waiting for that ball. He's got it. Chandre Rudolph, he offloads Jaco van der Walt. Van der Walt does a dummy. Goes inside the 22, still driving. Oh, Berger to Else. Berger. Brought to Chamberlain, goes wide. Oh, but it's forward. That looked flat to me. That was called forward. I'm not so sure about that one. Wow. Bomb is looking good, but both to Chamberlain. I thought it was flat too, Bota. Looked like a good pass to me. Let's see it again. Maybe it's marginally forward. Boy, Bama's got some wheels there, man. Nice discovery for the Bulls. So we have a scrum. .21-meter line. Bulls have had slight advantage in possession. About 5 minutes left in the first half. Desidi just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. And scrum goes the advantage again for the Pumas. Have an advantage on the scrum. It's charged down by the Bulls, but that's going to go nowhere because they had an advantage over here. Again, the Bulls lose the scrum. That's like 3 scrums in a row they've had a penalty on. Saves the Pumas because that ball was charged down. Would have been a try for the Bulls. Wow, beautiful work there by so it's not Smith either, it's Vanikak. These lineups are not as they were advertised. Ball's kicked, and the Pumas have a line out just inside Bulls territory at midfield. Line out goes deep. It goes astray. Oh, but somehow it's picked up by the Pumas, and they're off. Vanikak for the Pumas. And he's got an advantage here for a high tackle. Down to the 22. Pumas playing advantage. Fisaki kicks it to the wing to Darren Adonis, but he catches it in touch. A little too much by Fisaki. So the Pumas playing advantage here. Will they go for the points? It's right in front of the post. Well, I'd suggest they take the points. Nope, they're going for the corner. Right in front of the post, they pass up 3 points. Pumas line out, 15 meters away. Eddie Swart. They've got it. They come down. Philly Engelbrecht into a rolling ball. This ball is going a little somewhere, then it stops. And breaks free. Oh my goodness, they missed him. Eddie Swart with the try for the Pumas. Nobody saw him. His jersey was getting ripped off. He runs half naked up the pitch. What happened there? How did that happen? He just comes out of that ball all by himself. No one near him. Oh my goodness. Well, we see the replay on that one. Here it is the line out. So he's at the back. And there's a gap. And you see, he just takes off. That was brilliant. My goodness. And the kick is good. Boy, that was some serious battlefield camouflage there for Eddie Swart. I think the Bulls still realize he scored a try. Morning Ferrer laughing about it. Minute and 45 seconds left in the first half. 10-7 now. Pumas lead. Jimmy Stonehouse and his boys came to play. Inside the 22 in the shadows. Stefan Kotsia to Donovan Fisaki. Fisaki kicks it down the pitch. And good clearance kick, but caught by Chamberlain over there. Sends it back into the middle to Jean-De Rudolph to Jakub van der Walt. Van der Walt kicks it down the pitch. Going to bounce inside the 22. Picked up down there by Tino Swanepoel. Tino sends it back the other direction. And that will find touch. Brought back into play over there by the Bulls. Chamberlain over to Sinto Manjese. Manjese goes wide on the outside. Bam kicks it down the pitch. That's going to be too much. Where's the camera? Come on, we can see this. Tino Swanepoel from his goal line. Wow, not bad. Bulls wind up much better position after all that. Less than a minute left in the first half. Bulls line out 30 meters away. Yeah, he's half naked. His jersey came up, and as he ran towards the try line, he reached back and pulled his jersey down. It's pretty funny. He was focused on, not being naked. It was pretty funny. Manjesi getting a little bit of treatment out here on his chest. "22 seconds remain. Clock has stopped. Bulls chance to retake the lead. Clock is running. Bulls line out. Successful. To Chandra Ridolf. There's the hooter.
Done really well with this ball carrier. Switch play is good. Aggressive.
They go to the far side. Oh, they got space out there. Letebele. Marvin Ori. Oh, it's knocked on. Kicked forward. And then a touch. That's going to be the half. Bulls waste one there, and they finish the half. 10-7. Bulls go into the locker room trailing. Jimmy Stonehouse got to be thrilled. As they go in the locker room, the Bulls not looking impressive here. Pumas playing out of their minds, though. Halftime, 10-7. All right, folks, it's time for... Where's it at? Hang on a second here. Where is my... There we go. All right, it's time for Springbok Glory. And yeah, you can go grab a drink or something if you like. Springbok Glory. Thanks for sticking with us. Be sure to hit the like button if you don't mind.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue. Carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation standing tall and true. Better than the rest in every test they pursue.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Yeah, Springbok glory. Hope you enjoyed that little kit change here at halftime. I didn't go watch Stephen Delon. Nope, it's not on the air anymore. I can't watch Stephen Delon. So boring first half, to say the least. Oof, it was pretty lame. Bulls walk out into the back in the tunnel, trailing at halftime, 10-7. Very unimpressive first half. Pumas done a nice job hanging in there. Very well done on their part. Jimmy Stonehouse's boys came to play. They're looking for the first win since 2020. I think was the last time they won at Loftus. 77 likes, 81 now, 95, 97 people here. We had a peak of 100. Yep. Let's see if there's any competition out there doing this right now. I love how the Kiwi guys have suddenly started using. Let me see. Huh. 559. What the hell happened to my channel, man? All these people say the coverage is great, but they only have 27,000 people over there. They have 600 people watching it. I don't understand that. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Oh, it's an Afrikaans, that's why. That's why, Afrikaans. Okay. Well, I can't do coverage in Afrikaans, so I guess I'll miss out on that audience. Such is life. Anyway. Conrad likes this one, yes. Yeah, but this is a Super Rugby jersey. Come back at 5. Why did you swap shirts? Because I'm not a supporter of either team. I'm a South African rugby supporter. That's why I switch jerseys. That's what I do when it's not a team that I support and follow. Yesterday, I'm a Province fan, but they've been playing atrociously. And I only recently got a Griquas jersey, courtesy of the Griquas Rugby Union, who made sure I got it when I was in Uppington a few months back. They had it delivered to Uppington for me. And as a thank you, I wore the Griquas jersey throughout the game yesterday. So last week, I wore it throughout the game, too, because I support the Griquas over the Pumas. So today, neutral. And I'll do the same thing for the Sharks and Cheetahs game. I'll wear one, then wear the other. Swap during the game. I just was hoping that the Bulls weren't up by like 35-0 at halftime, because if I swap my jersey at halftime, people say, oh, you're just a fair weather fan. You just change your jersey because they're winning. No. You don't understand the purpose of things here. All right, halftime stats here, folks. Let's take a look what comes up here. So handling errors, the Bulls have got 5. Pumas just 1. Turnovers, 8 apiece. Penalties, 6-4. And then we've got other stats here. Tackles, Bulls have made 37. Pumas only had to make 21 tackles, 10 tackles missed, and 11 tackles missed. A lot of missed tackles in Currie Cup this season. Lineouts, Bulls 9 of 10. That can't be right. And then Pumas 7 of 8. Scrums 1 of 2 and 5 of 5. The Bulls, no, they've had penalties on multiple scrums. These stats are wrong. Match statistics, visits inside the 22. Bulls 5 times, Pumas 6. 5 plus phases, only once for both sides. Territory, 46-54. Possession slightly in favor of the Bulls, 51-49. So it's a pretty even game from that standpoint thus far. Nothing special here. Halftime, they went off the pitch, and the Bulls trail 10-7. There'll be some yelling in that locker room, I would imagine. Bulls have really messed up a lot of opportunities that they've had here. So we'll see where it goes from here. Top of the log are the Bulls, pending the outcome of this game. Lions also up there, second place. 3 teams currently with 10 points in the log. 2 of those, the Bulls and Lions. The Griquas as well, but the Griquas have got a game in hand. They've played 3 games. So the Pumas are currently in 5th position. Province or Sharks at the bottom of the log down there. Oof. Terrible. Bowling. Cavaliers play tomorrow. So a cavernous Loftus Versfeld at halftime. Not a particularly large crowd. Looking at this in Pretoria. Birds flying by. They got the corner camera here. It's a nice view of the stadium from here. But it's cavernous. Very empty. Of course, a lot of people up to get beer and go to the loo right now. But still, not a big crowd today at Loftus. I always love when there's actually a big crowd shows up at the stadium. It's really nice. Okay, where are we at here? So tries in that first half by Bam, who's a new player for the Bulls, and by Eddie Swart, who just broke away from that scrum and or that rolling maul and just drove in. Fawn says the jersey won't make a difference. No, wearing jerseys has no impact on the game whatsoever. You're still the best commentator no matter what you are, legend. Well, thank you, Andre Mostart. For some reason, people like to watch those other channels. I used to compete very well against them. But today I'm not. 600 people, I barely got 100. When I went to South Africa and I didn't do broadcast every week, that hurt me. When I didn't cover those URC games, I lost a lot of audience, and people haven't come back. It's unfortunate. But that's fine. We'll do the best we can. Well, folks, Currie Cup action is a bit uneven. Last thought I got lost. How do you think I got lost? Because I didn't say anything for a moment? Because I changed jersey. Allen is a slow game. That's the problem. Paul says, good that I've got team's jersey. Well, I've got several Bulls jerseys. White ones, blue ones, historic ones. Yeah, and for the Sharks game, I'll be wearing the Sharks Challenge Cup limited edition jersey, as well as the Cheetahs. I'll start with the Sharks most likely, then switch to the Cheetahs at halftime, because the Cheetahs will be winning. Yeah. So are we ready for the second half yet? It's got to get better, right? Hopefully it gets better. All right, they're coming back out. Here come the Pumas. It's nice to have them got these big barriers up so the crowd can actually clap hands with the players coming out. The big URC games I've been there, they have these big barriers and you can't really see them. So players coming back out on the pitch for the second half. Schoolboys out there. So the shadows now creeped across about 35-40% of the pitch. Going to make it a little difficult to follow the game here in the second half. The Pumas all gathered in a big huddle there. I'm not sure what that's all about. So we'll get started here in just a moment. All right, here we go. Pumas now. And we're underway for the second half. Bulls secure it, driving forward. It's stolen by the Pumas. So who's going to have the ball? Yeah, the breakdown went very important. They're going to go for the post here. Puma's going to try to tie it up, straight on shot. Sampi Swiggers. So they come out of the locker room. Here's a chance to get points and tie the game, or to take not tie the game, take a bigger lead, I should say. Fisaki now, leading 10-7. Nope. Wide left. Or wide right. Easy kick, he missed it. Shame, 3 points left of begging there by the Pumas. Sampi Sweegers won that ball and got a penalty for the Pumas, but nothing comes out of it. Bulls kick it, goes to midfield. Taken there by Adonis. Willy Engelbrecht bounces off a tackle. Ball stolen by the Bulls. Dylan Smith not ready for it. Comes his way. Zach Berger out to Manjesi. Manjesi's tackled short of midfield. Ball comes loose. And a knock on by the Bulls. Well, the Bulls, not a good start to the second half. Cheetahs. Got a scrum here. Crouch. Bind. Set. Ross Brody to put it in. Call to use it. Brody. Back to Niekiak. Van Niekiak carries it down inside the 10-meter line. Brody digs it out. Sampi Sweegers goes forward. Ball's available. Van Niekerk looking for space, all on his own. He's still driving. Jean-Andre Rudolph takes him down. Penalty for side entry. Jean-Andre Rudolph called for the penalty again. Half the time he poaches the ball, half the time he gets called on a penalty. Now they're going to kick for the corner. Pumas deep in Bulls territory now. Line out successful. Pumas into a rolling maul, driving forward. Pick up a few meters. Ross Brody is going to take it out. Brody. Sweegers. Brody. Pumas down to 5 meters now. Dunders Fisaki. They go outside. Kamlashe gets it to Stefan Kotsia, but they catch up to Kotsia. Tackle's made. Ross Brody 10 meters away now. Sweegers. Brody. Driving forward is one of the locks. Skeppers. Fundamental trips on the turf. That turf is killing players out there. Ross Brody, there's a gap. And Willy Engelbrecht's going to get through. He's got it. Willy Engelbrecht with the try for the Pumas. What a great carry. He saw the gap and drove. And the Bulls are just not showing up. Willy Engelbrecht with a try. Longtime Puma and recently a Stormer. Should be an easy conversion here, but I'm not going to assume it is for Dunridge Fisagi. Not exactly a great kicker. He's gassed, too. He puts it through, 17-7. Yeah, definitely a try. My goodness. Here's a restart into Sun on the far side of the pitch. Fisaki with it. Does a dummy. Gets taken out pretty quickly. Rock is formed. Ross Birdie trying to dig it out. He kicks it. Finds touch. Where's the mark? So, 20. Wait a second. Oh, my bad. Yeah, it's not 17. No, it's not 20. He missed that kick. How are they getting scored 20? They got 20-7 on the scoreboard. It's not 27. He missed the penalty when it was 10-7. It's 17. Television's got it screwed up. Good line out for the Bulls. Driving forward. Wow. Junior Pocamello, a big carry, gets him down inside the 10-meter line, and they have a penalty advantage. There they go. They got to score straight now. Yaku Fandeval tackled way back here. I think they'll blow the whistle for the penalty. Nope. Chandra Ruda picks it up. He goes all by himself. Manjesi, and it's lost forward by the Bulls. Side entry, offside by the Pumas on Sempi Sweegers. So penalty for the Bulls. Are going to kick for some territory here, no doubt. Allen shows how bad the Sharks were. Judah Pocamello had a great job there. All right, substitution coming in for the Bulls. Casper Bodenhorst. Casper Bodenhorst on debut comes into the game for the Bulls. Scrum. Oh, it's to the Pumas. That was the Bulls. That penalty is against them. Bine. So I thought it was side entry. It must have been side entry and Erasmus then. Ball's kicked towards the back. Ross Birdie digs it out. Van Niekerk goes forward. Fisaki. Caught inside of 22 by the Bulls. Chamberlain sends it back. Not a great kick. Gets it back to the 10-meter line. Yeah, it is a bit of a surprise to see how poorly the Bulls are playing here. Casper looks nervous in his first game. And it's stolen. Kick forward by Zach Berger. Chases on. Darren Adonis, will he get there? Zach Berger gets lifted off the ground and stays with the tackle. Oh, down the sideline comes. Oh, sneaky play by Ross Birdie. It bounces up. The Pumas are going to score again. Wow. Wow. Pumas turned nothing into a try. Zach Berger over there doing some fun stuff, and the rest of his teammates just watching in awe, and they let it go. Tian de Klerk gets his try. And Pumas score again. Wow. This was from like 26 meters. They take off Ross Birdie. He kicks it forward. And Chamberlain fell. And Tian de Klerk gets a try. Wow. That's just crazy. Like taking candy from a baby, man. Too easy. Well, doesn't get the conversion. Missed conversion again. De Klerk just strides into the try zone. And the Pumas 22-7. This is a embarrassing performance by the Bulls. Pumas came to play. Oh, there's a high tackle there, but not called. Ball comes loose. Pumas have it. Drive forward. Short of the 10-meter line. That's close to that touch line, but not quite in. Ross Birdie will dig it out. We got a player down here. I didn't see that. One of the Bulls players is down. Is it Bam? Heard him screaming. We did hear that screaming last week in the Pumas game. Looks like Chris Smith's getting ready to come in for the Bulls. Chris Smith's going in. Bam is down, getting treatment here. And in comes Ndebele. In for Elsa. Jean Elsa goes out. As I said, Chris Smith was ready to come in here too. I don't see him on the pitch yet, though. .52 minutes off the clock. Play is stopped as Bam gets treatment. Chris Smith's still not in the game. He's over there on the sideline, but he's ready to come in. Not sure why he didn't go in. They signaled for him to go in, but he's still standing there. Is he going or not? Looks like Chris Smith didn't come in the game after all. 22-7 now. It's a scrum. It'll be Pumas because they stopped play when they had the ball. Bind. Set. Ball's put in the pipe. Ross Birdie driving forward. There's a penalty advantage by the Pumas. Fasaki. Here come the Pumas wide. Nice. Thrown behind Darren Adonis, but he manages to pull it in. Adonis down to the 10-meter line. Pumas now on the front foot. They're feeling it too. Playing an advantage. Knee carrick to Fasaki. Flat pass. Ooh, nice tackle over there by the Bulls. Ross Birdie. Fasaki's going to kick it. He's looking for that 50-22, but he's not going to get it. Or is he? Oh no! Oh, Darren Adonis ran by the ball. It was laying on the pitch all by itself. All he had to do was pick it up and run it in for a try. Oh, man. The Pumas wasted 5 points right there. Nice pass to Stefan Coetzee, goes over midfield, still driving down the 10-meter line. Coetzee's having a monster game for the Pumas. Fisanti now. Pumas are just playing like serious competitors today. Willi Engelbrecht with a carry now. Engelbrecht drives forward. He's tackled. Zach Berger in on that tackle. Back towards the center. Fundamental. He's trapped in, the ball's available, so they get it out. Van Niekerk drives. And Marvin Ori makes a tackle. Kamlasha, they go wide to Darren Adonis. That's forward. Yep. Darren Adonis threw it forward. There's Chris Smith coming in the game now. Guys drinking those power drinks. I don't know why. $55 off the clock. The Bulls not even in this one. Here's the scrum again. 55 minutes in. Sharks and Cheetahs up next. Expect big things from the Cheetahs, but we expected big things from the Bulls today, and they're not getting anything done. Crouch. Behind. Teeny says the Pumas spiel lecker. Well, they are today. So Bam is out. And they're going to reset the scrum. They're going to move it away from that soft spot. It's the third time they've moved this scrum because of the turf today. Excuse me. Crouch. Behind. Set. And it collapses. Going to reset this one again. Bulls are going to have to score a try here very soon. They want to stay in this game. They're trailing by 3 tries. Or 3 scores. Charles talking smack about the Bulls. Reset, 56 minutes, 56 seconds off the clock. Crouch. Bind. Set. And it collapses. They pull it out of there. Berger over the middle. So Chris Smith with his first touch. Still going forward. Finally tackled there. That was forward to Jean-De Rudolph. Not called forward, though. If that wasn't flat, it was forward. Oh, bad pass by Chris Smith, but Butcher Chamberlain cleans up the mess. Yaku Findevalt with the ball now. It's just broken field play here. He gets tackled by the Pumas. Bulls kick it forward, chases on. Nicely done. Smith has it. Holds on to it. No, it is a knock-on. Bulls just not getting it done today, folks. Not getting it done. Coming down the final 20 minutes, the Bulls trailing by 15 points. They briefly led 7-3 in this game. Substitution for the Pumas. Hanno Tunison comes in for Skeppers. Tunison comes in. Skeppers goes and sits down. Coming down to the final quarter of the game. This is a scrum on the very far side of the pitch. Crouch. Behind. Set. Pumas to put it in, and it collapses. Penalty against the Bulls again in the scrum. 1 and 3 collapse. Wow. Conrad says the Bulls open the taps. I don't know when. They've got 21 minutes. They better open them soon. Not a very good kick. Well, he gained about 15 or 20 meters, and we got a Bulls player down injured. Time's off. Oh, boy. Is it a wrist injury? Dylan Smith. Is he going to come out? Looks like he's leaning on one side. Eddie Swart came over to wish him well. So Puma came over to see Lisa Koboka coming in the game now. So Dylan Smith will come out last 20 minutes. Substitution late here. Lisa Koboka coming in the game. Thank you, Frank Erasmus, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Bye-bye, Donkey. $108 people here, folks. So we got some more substitutions. Marco Ferreira. I don't know who that is. Marco Ferreira, new scrum half, and Jaco Grobbelaar come in. So Monchese will come out. And Zach Berger will come out. Chandra Rudolph also coming out of the game. So who's replacing him? Okay, Ferreira comes in. Marco Ferreira replaces him. Oh, I'm sorry. So not Zach Berger. Grobbelaar comes in for Monchese. A lot of substitutions for the Bulls. Pumas breakdown. And a penalty against the Bulls for not rolling away. Pumas get a chance to run the score up here. Messing up my Super Brew here. No, that happens. It's more likes than people watching, but it's actually 115 right now. Pumas kick to the corner. They're going to have a line out down around the 22. Ferreira thought he stole that, but penalty's called against the Bulls because the player not rolling away. Eddie Swart down there now. And the Pumas going to a maul. Driving forward. Still going forward. Down to 15 meters. Still going forward. Now it slows down. They're going to call to use it here. It's once, yep. Where's the ball at? Ross Brody tries to slip by, and he does. Brody down to 5 meters. Oh, he threw it back, and the player lost it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Ross Brody had a great play there, but there was just not, the players weren't paying attention. He breaks free, gets down to 5 meters, offloads it. And who was that? Is it de Klerk? No, it was Stefan Kotsia couldn't pull it in. Shame. Be a scrum to the Bulls deep in their own territory with just 18 minutes remaining in the contest. Oof. Oh, my goodness. Bull scrum, 7 meters out. Wow, we hit 96.51. Thank you for subscribing, folks. Whistle blows going to restart the scrum. 18 minutes remain. Slipping away from the Bulls. Wow, this could really change the standings here quite a bit. And thank you, Hardus Pretorius, for subscribing. By a donkey. So, yeah, this is not going well for Set. Whistle blows. And the Bulls turn it over. And the Pumas tap it. Go! And they're in! And it's Ross Brody with a try as the Pumas run it up. That's a bonus point victory for the Pumas now. Wow. Wow. Ross Brody. Tap and go when they win the penalty on the scrum. Just like that. My goodness, the Bulls did not show up today. My goodness. Pumas, the bonus point. Yeah, he took the mark. He went right to the spot in front of the official. Man, oh man. It's going to be a tough conversion, though. Takes it 27-7. Fasahi, I think he might have got it. He did, 29-7. Put a fork in the Bulls, man. It's Biltong Day here. No need for Kudu Biltong. You're going to have Bulls Biltong. This is a hiding at this stage. What happened today to the Bulls? Wow. 29. Here's a restart. It's a 22 taken. Ooh, big tackle there. Tino Swanepoel is taken down by Thrawn. Fisaki, low pass. Picked up by Fisante. Down the sideline. Here comes Steven Kotsia. Past 10-meter line. Over midfield. Here he comes. He's going to go coast to coast. I don't know. He's got help. There it is. 22. The Pumas drive again. Van Niekerk down to the 22. Kotsia did a great job. Fisagi comes to the near side. Here come the Pumas inside the 22. They dump it off to Billy Engelbrecht. He dumps it backwards to Darren Adonis. Tackle release. His knee never went down. Pumas inside the 22 again. Ross Brody. Finally some excitement in this game. Had to wait forever. Pumas on the front foot. They're smelling it. Cat scratch fever here, folks. Cat scratch fever is the Pumas. Bulls not rolling away. Ross Brody dumps it behind himself. Nicely done. Oh, and it's stolen by Luza Koboka, and the Bulls have it now. They go wide outside. It's Cornell Smith. He's tackled, short of the 22. A lot of excitement finally, with just 15 minutes left in this game. Here's Marco Ferreira, up to the 22. Ball went backwards on a strip. Comes loose, and a penalty for not releasing the tackle. Yep, that's the right call there. Ooh, baby. Wow. So if the Pumas win this, that'll give them 11 points on the log, put them in first place. And their point differential will go up significantly. It's only +4 right now. That'll give them another 22. Here comes two substitutions for the Pumas, 20 and 23. So Andre Fouché and Dalvin Blood, another debutant. So Swanepoel comes out for... Okay, Tino Swanepoel exits the game, as does Fisante. Dalvin Blood, interesting name, comes in for Swanepoel. And Andre Fouché comes in for Fisante. Bulls line out now. Here's a line out for the Bulls. Success. J.J. Thrawn driving forward. Thrawn tackled. Bulls on that side, on the Puma side of the pitch with just 13 minutes remaining. Hobart tackled. Zach Berger's still out there. Yaku Fundevalt kicks it high into the air. Chases onto the near side in the shadows. Who got it? The Bulls. But they throw it in a touch. Sloppy pass. We're going to come back. There was something happened. There was a penalty advantage. Yeah, so the Pumas was temporarily going to first place with a victory here. The Bulls aren't even going to get a bonus point. They'll be stuck on 10. Wow. And their 89-point differential is going to drop to 77. Still puts them the most point differential in the league. So Bota Chamberlain will kick this. Smith looking for some sideline down there. He launches it. Don't forget Sharks up next. Almost the entire stadium almost engulfed in shadows now. 85%, 90% of the pitch is in shadows. We're going to go down to one spot in the sun and see if that has an impact on the lineout. Less than 12 minutes remain. Bulls penetrating down to the 5-meter line. It was a hell of a kick by Bota Chamberlain there. He's been largely quiet in this game. Not much we've heard from Bota Chamberlain, former Shark. And here's another substitution for the Pumas. Tian Pretorius. He comes in for Kamlashe. Line out successful for the Bulls into a maul. It's stationary. Pumas standing tall. They have it at the back. Berger digs it out. Chris Smith. He's tackled. Pumas don't want to give up any points here. Penalty for not rolling away. J.J. Tron down to the 5-meter line. Outside to Marvin Ori. Back to Yaku Findevalt and diving across. Is it Cornell Smith gets a try for the Bulls? Oh, got a little bit of fisticuffs going on here. Cornell Smith with a try. 11 minutes left in the game. How he got that ball down. They held him up in midair. He managed to get it on the ground. Tough conversion here for Bota Chamberlain now. Trailing now by 17. Flags do not go up. Watching some girl dancing. Uh-oh. We're going to overturn this try? Ooh. Bit of nitpicking going on here. Was a player on the ground playing the ball? Let's look and see. We're going to see the replay here. They might take that try away. So let's see. Waiting for the replay here. Okay. Nothing going on here. Okay, here we go. Zach Berger brings it out. Oh. Chris Smith's playing the ball on the ground. Yep, here it is. Chris Smith. Yep, that's illegal. No try. No try.
Just could not be playing scrum off on the other side.
So what we have there is 23 obviously is on the ground after the ruck has been formed and then plays the ball out. But prior to that, 13 is on his hands affecting that ball delivery. So we're going to go cancel the try, go back to the penalty for off feet. So no try.
No try. That's some good officiating. That is some good officiating there. Good job by the TMO to catch that. So, penalty. So, still the Bulls' ball, though. Do we have a new scrum half? Who's this? So, Russell Fredericks out there. Looks like Zach Berger left. No, I'm sorry. Wrong. Damien O'Connell. That would be who that is. All right. I think Zach Berger left the game finally. Yeah, Chris Smith should know better than that. It was brilliant pass laying on the ground there. So the Bulls line up successful, but they're going backwards in the maul. Yep, and Zach Berger's out. And it's O'Connell has come in. Don't know him. Must be on debut. He is on debut. Chris Smith with a carry. Runs into a wall. Still going forward. I think maybe the Pumas have the ball. I can't tell who's got it now. Yep, they turn it over. Pumas win that one. Wow, what a game by the Pumas here. 8 minutes remaining. Man, oh man, oh man. Things are not going well. My goodness. So the Pumas hold that maul up and they get the penalty. It's turned over to them. So scrum to the Pumas, 7:42 in the contest, leading by 22 points after that try is overturned. And it was correct to overturn it. Fine. Set. And out of the back comes Ross Brody. He kicks it, looking for touch. He finds it, but where's the mark? That's a good clearance kick out past the 10-meter line. Well done by Ross Brody. Line out for the Bulls now from the Pumas 43-meter line. Successful. Oh, nice pass back to the inside. Bulls. Van Niekerk at the 10-meter line. Tackle there. Ball's available. O'Connell. Diaku Findevalt. Ferreira, it's a knock-on. Wow, that's well caught. Caught the knock-on, but I didn't see it live. And Morty Ferrer caught it. Oh, yeah, he lost it forward, knocked into play. That's really good officiating. Morty Ferrer and his team have been brilliant today. Scrum to the Pumas now at their 10-meter line. Don't forget, Sharks are coming up after this, folks. You'll be redirected to that broadcast. Take a short break between games. And the Sharks hosting the Cheetahs from Kings Park in Durban, down on the east coast of South Africa. Crouch. Bind. Set. And the ball's out the back. Ross Brody to the sideline. Fasahi to Darren Adonis down the sideline. He's charging inside the 22. He's got help. Oh, but he waited too long. Brody. Oh, tackle by Jaco Findevalt. Ball's available. But the Pumas go backwards. Niekerk plays the role. Van Niekerk of scrum half. Pumas with the ball. 6.5 minutes remain. Lisa Koboka, that's going to be a penalty on him. On his knees playing the ball. Not a good move. So Donruss Fisaki will kick for territory. Pumas looking to add a try here late in the game. 6 minutes remain. 29-7. Be sure to hit that like button, folks, if you haven't done it already, okay?
That was easy.
And if you're not a subscriber, why don't you join us here? It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Doesn't cost a penny to be a subscriber on this program. Another debutant. Zuki Sali comes in for Etienne Yannicka. Line out successful. Pumas driving forward. Russwell Fredericks. Oh, down to just 3 meters are the Pumas. Russwell Fredericks trying to get that ball. Pick and go, and the Pumas are over. Hanu Tinnison and Jimmy Stonehouse with a big grin on his face. The big lock gets a try for the Pumas, who score again. Wow. Boy, the Bulls getting just smacked down here, folks. Wow. My goodness. Pumas rolling here, folks. 34 awaiting a conversion attempt from Fisaki. And he's going to miss this one too. 34-7. 3 out of 6. And restarted. Swanepoel with the carry. Not held. Out to the 22 come the Pumas. Fredericks hands the ball off to the try scorer, Tinnison. Fredericks digs it out. Fanikak. Fisaki. Ooh, boy, way offside by the Bulls there. By Cornell Smith. Fredericks. Oh, Pumas do a great job here. Fisaki. They go back the other way. Tino Swanepoel, he had 2 runners out this side who were open. Kicks it down the pitch, taken by Jakub Vandervalt inside his 10-meter line. 3 minutes remain. Ball pops loose. It'll be a turnover to... Is that the game? No. They're cheering about something. I don't know what they're cheering about. 77-20. Scrum to the Pumas. My goodness. 8 handling errors by the Bulls, just 3 by the Pumas in this game. Wow. Pue Nomlomo up in the booth. Going to have to sort out what happened here today. Crouch. Fine. 2 minutes remain. Russwell Frederick puts it in for the Pumas. Ball's available at the back of that scrum, and they drive forward. No penalty called. Now they have a penalty advantage. Pumas looking really sharp today. Fisaki. Tino Swanepoel down to about the 10-meter line. Darren Adonis forms a ruck. Van Niekerk, nice pass up the middle. Oh my goodness. De Klerk back. Oh, look at this. Pumas score again. Andre Fouché. What a team try on that one. Wow. Right down the middle. Right down the gut. Boy, the Bulls slaughtered the Sharks last week, and now they're getting abused today. My goodness. Wow. De Klerk. Just great work. Wow. Boy, the Pumas getting it done, folks. There's the kick. It's good, 41. And they're going to have a restart. Man, what a whitewash. 41-7. They've just been outperformed by the Pumas in every aspect of the game. Wow. Oh. Big tackle by the Pumas as the Bulls managed to get that on a restart. Chamberlain. Ndebele tackled. We're over the hooter now. It's stolen by the Pumas. Oh, but they throw it away to Lisa Kaboka. There's the hooter.
To spread it out wide. Smith. Scott Ferreira on the inside. Fights Katlego Letebele. Can't
Knocked
keep
on.
the ball alive by finding Van Niekerk.
That's going to do it as it's knocked on by the Bulls. That's the game. Jimmy Stonehouse and his Chargers come to the Highfield and just obliterate the Bulls. Man, oh man. Ross Burde is my man of the match. He was brilliant. Wow. Nelspruit. The boys from Nelspruit come up and get it done here in the Highfield. Amazing work here. Fisaki, terrible kicking in, but he was pretty good otherwise. But man, the Pumas just got it done today, and Ross Burde is my man of the match. Wow. Just brilliant work there. Pumas won. Next up, folks, will be redirected to the Sharks hosting the Cheetahs. The Pumas just throw a spanner in the works here for the Currie Cup, defeating the Bulls who looked unstoppable. Well, they are stoppable. Wow. Boy, my goodness. My goodness. At home, the Bulls get a spanking, an epic beatdown that just really defies comprehension. My goodness. Wow. Final. 41-7. That's going to wrap it up from here, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and join us here in a few minutes for the next broadcast, which will be the Sharks hosting the Cheetahs. Oh, yeah, Ross Burde, man of the match.
Ross Burde, who will be handed over by Marco van der Veste, is an SAB rep. Congratulations to Ross.
That was my man of the match. He deserved it.
Well, it's a game that sort of happened for you guys, especially in the second half. But you had to really take a bit of time to get into the game.
Yes, no, I think the Bulls came out at the first half. They really gave us a challenge. I think we had a plan. We knew what we wanted to do, and the second half we could just execute better.
Your forward pack really started showing up, and how important was it for them to impose their will?
No, I think for the forwards this was a needed performance. I mean, last week we struggled, but they came back, they fight back, they looked at themselves last week, and very proud of the forwards. If it wasn't for them, I can't do my job.
I mean, talking about your job, stayed on top of that gain line and you started playing and showing the physicality that you have. How nice was it to get that platform?
No, it's awesome, you know, for a 9 playing behind the pack, moving forward, front football, that's what we live for, that's what we as backs fight for. So, yeah, awesome, and I love playing behind the pack like that.
Congratulations and well done tonight.
Thank you so much, appreciate it. Cheers.
Ross Burde, man of the match, and that's going to do it here for this broadcast, folks. Thanks for tuning in, really appreciate it. And we'll see you again in about 11 minutes, maybe a little bit sooner than that. All right? Oh, what a finish. 41-7. What a finish.
like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done.